So I don't eat meat in the tiny house. That's just because while I do have electricity, as you can see, I don't have any running water, and I'm always just worried about contamination and all of that kind of stuff, right? So I tend to eat a lot of beans. I never used to like refried beans, but I eat refried beans semi regularly now because they're delicious and they're easy. I think it's really important for me when I'm living on the homestead to make sure that I am eating not only enough food, but also enough of the right types of food that allow me to, do the work that I do. Um, and that's not even to say that I work every day, like per se. Like, I don't work on the property every day ish. It depends. Today, for example, I didn't do any chainsawing, which chainsawing is definitely on days where I chainsaw, I have to eat a huge meal beforehand that usually consists of like eggs and potatoes or sometimes a an egg and like bagel sandwich with like lettuce or whatever, right? Or like eggs and like fried potatoes and some fruit and whatnot, right? Like I need to eat quite a lot of food. And then when I'm chainsawing, I also need to eat a lot afterwards. Tonight or today, I wasn't chainsawing, but I was chopping firewood, which is still a lot. And I don't necessarily have to eat massive meals before I chop firewood like I would with, let's say, chainsawing, but I do notice that I'm hungry sort of later in the evening, right? So I try and eat like healthy, and I don't really have a good definition of it because I just kind of make sure that all of my meals have a mix of like protein and carbs and fats and fiber. And I just really listen to my body. And I mean, if I eat something and I feel like slow and sluggish, then I know that I can't eat that meal before I go and do like a bunch of chainsawing, for example, right? Um, and even on days where I'm not necessarily working around the property, I'm moving around a lot and like exercising way more than I ever did in the city, right? I mean, Maui gets a walk every day, and he did in the city as well. He would get many walks a day in the city. But for example, I just got into paddleboarding like a week and a half ago, and I've been on the water like as much as I can. It's so much fun, right? So when you have days where, I generally don't chainsaw and paddleboard on the same day, but if I'm chopping firewood and I'm walking Maui and I'm paddleboarding, like that is a lot of activity, and I need to make sure that I'm having like healthy fuel or fuel at least to like fuel my body through all of that.